Ladies and gentlemen, apparently Julius Randle tricked the NBA, and Young Mustard will explain it. Big Musty.
Dr. Ketchup.
You know, over the course of NBA history, there have been a lot of fake stars. You have your Michael Carter Williams, who had everybody thinking he was going to be the next good point guard. You have your Pascal Siakams that people were saying was the top 10 player at a point in time, and that he was better than Jason Tatum. Remember when that was a conversation? Wild times, I know.
Yo, Mustard coming in hot.
I'm like, yo, comparing Michael Carter Williams to Pascal and Julius off rip frame one. Damn.
God damn, he's trying to get his audience attention up is what I'm seeing.
We see Mr. Mustard, Mr. Honey. I see you, my boy.
But this year, it looks like we've exposed our latest fraud that tricked the entire NBA, and his name is Julius Randle. Now, you know, at first I wanted to make a video on my second channel about Julius Randle, but then I was like, you know what? I need to roast him on a bigger platform because he deserves to be called out for the trash he's done this season. I mean, we're not only talking bad play, but we're talking bad leadership and just terrible sportsmanship as a player. And if there's one thing you guys need to know about me, it's that I criticize people based on their play, and I usually leave all of the off the court or personality stuff for when it's necessary, but I think today is the day that it's going to be necessary because Julius Randle's personality as a basketball player is annoying. Now, before we get started,
his personality as a basketball player is annoying. Oh my.
Hey, he need to do a face cam. That annoying shit.
Yo, Mustard, I'm gonna let you know about Miss Mojo. Now, I don't know if you know about Miss Mojo, but when she ranks players, personality's a factor. I think you guys will get along. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm just saying, LeBron, Jordan, who do you like more? Who's better?
With this video, if you guys are not subscribed to this channel, what are you doing? It's taking you far too long. Press that subscribe button and that bell for post notifications already, bruh. And don't forget to drop a like on this video because you know your boy Mustard makes bangers and it'll be well appreciated to show that support. You feel me? And last but not,
I can only say this because Mustard's our guy, but that was disgusting, yo.
But those of you that don't know, me and Bezos are good friends with Mustard, bro. So don't get hurt, bro. You must see you ugly. You ugly as shit. You ugly as shit, my boy.
Please check out Hoop Concessions for real, man. We be dropping bangers on my podcast, and I would really like for us to get to 3,000 subs ASAP. So if you guys can do those three things for me, I would really appreciate it. But without further ado, let's talk about this fraud, fake, trickster Julius Randle. When it comes to Randle, going back to his days with the Lakers, Julius Randle's always been given expectations because as one of the top picks in his respective draft class, he was given a lot of expectations to be one of the faces or the primary face of the Los Angeles Lakers. And after suffering an injury in the first game of his rookie season, he had a couple of years in LA that were decent, but it just never came together fully to the way I think a lot of people wanted it to.
I'm gonna ask you this, Sage. How'd you feel about Randle when he got drafted?
Man, you want the truth or you want me to lie to you for the views? Because
I want the truth.
The truth, I thought he sucked. But I was like, I didn't like him. And to be honest, you guys, wasn't a Jordan Clarkson fan either, bro. I was just like, why am I supposed to buy into these dudes? Like, it's like fanboy and chum chum out this junk. Like, all right. You got one dude that's light skinned shooting threes and the other dude that's gonna run down hammerhead or lay the ball up. Okay. I didn't like it. I just did not like it. Over time, fanboy and chum chum got really, really good, and the nickname didn't stick. Because they got really good. I don't know why he doesn't like Randle as much. I feel like I do, actually. Let me take that back. But nah. Jordan Clarkson, no more slander from me. Randle, I don't need to slander you.
He got it.
He got it.
Score, he really wasn't that efficient, nor did he have a jump shot. And though he was a pretty good passer, when you consider the other playmakers they had on the team, they were just better options with the ball in their hands instead of his. And considering the fact that the Lakers were going to go on in a new direction of getting free agents, primarily the first one being LeBron James, there was just no use in having Julius Randle on the roster anymore. So in a shocking move that you really don't see from a lot of teams, the Lakers let him walk in free agency and sign wherever he pleased. And due to how things ended in LA, with many people looking at him as a bust, he didn't really get that many offers from a lot of teams, or at least offers that were suitable for his financial needs. So he somewhat decided to take a gamble on himself by signing a short-term.
Man, I just want to say, I remember when I used to just like the Lakers basketball, even when we was losing, man. This takes me back. Just seeing the young guns go out there, Ingram posting up, trying to get his buckets, man. Show me some D-Lo clips, too. Fuck it. Just take me back. Like a lot of people, anytime you're a fan of a team that even has a competent star, you only like them. No. I enjoyed my Lakers when we fucking sucked. But we was young. We was just a cool little Laker team. Kobe just left. We was chilling. Now we just stink. We were like, now it's all pain and misery, and we're supposed to be good, but we're trash. But back then,
I told y'all, bro. I told y'all when y'all got Russ. Ooh, random Russ shit.
Uh-oh, here we go.
Yo, no. For when y'all got Russ, I was like, yo, y'all dead ass like raise your expectations. Motherfuckers are calling you super teams, and you guys just didn't get better. Like that's tough. That's tough, bro.
The Pelicans were coming off of a playoff appearance where they went to the second round and they swept the Blazers, who were the third seed on the way. So going to a team that had some playoff aspirations where he could back up Anthony Davis and potentially be a sixth man of the year, it seemed like a perfect role for Julius Randle to prove how good of a player he actually was. And he did, trust me, because in New Orleans, he had one of his most underrated seasons of his career, averaging 21 points a game along with 9 rebounds and 3 assists, shooting 52% from the field and 73% from the free throw line, which accumulates to a true shooting percentage of 60%. Now, I will admit that when it comes to his actual impact on the team, it wasn't as great as his numbers may suggest. The Pelicans were not that good of a team, especially considering Anthony Davis had demanded a trade, so once that happened, their season was already over. And when you look at the flaws in Julius Randle's game, it was still there, if I'm being real with you. He wasn't that great of a defender nor a floor spacer, and being at the power forward position, that's probably the worst combination to have. But nonetheless, it was still a turnaround year and a career season at the time for Julius Randle, so he decided to opt out of his contract and enter into free agency. And lo and behold, who is going to come calling? The team that thought they were going to get Kevin Durant, Zion Williamson in the draft, and Kyrie Irving, the New York Knicks. Because in what we call a desperation move in response to them not getting the stars that they thought they were going to get in free agency, the Knicks decided to sign Julius Randle to a 3-year, $63 million contract.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I remember that offseason like it was yesterday. Yo, they were so prepared. I remember the specific clutch points picture. Zion on the left, KD in the middle, Kyrie on the right, bro. They were so ready.
You know what picture I remember? The one with the X's on them. When the draft day came out, all right, Zion done. Get him out of here. Then Kyrie Irving, oh shit. All right, and now it's time for the middleman. I remember those. Good times.
They ended up with RJ Barrett, Julius Randle, and Evan Fournier. No, he wasn't on the team last year. I'm a casual. My bad, guys.
Yeah, my bad. Whoa, casuals. We don't know. We don't know shit. Fuck human.
Now, at the time, was that a little bit of an overpay? Yeah, I will admit it kind of was, but considering the return they were going to get over the next 2 seasons, I would say it was worth the payment. Because in his first season with the Knicks, it was somewhat disappointing. I mean, reverting back to his old ways of being an inefficient scorer that can't space the floor or play defense, it just didn't look good. And it isn't like the Knicks were competitive. They were one of the worst teams in the league, finishing with a record of 21-45.
See, but that play right there, I'm sorry, extra pause. That play right there is what I thought Julius Randle was as a Laker. Just the dude that's just going like headstrong you. Might be a little sloppy, but just going headstrong you, lay the ball up. So as a Laker, I don't want things to be taken out of context. I was just like, I don't buy into this star that you guys are saying. Like best player long term. I always thought B.I. would be that guy, but obviously neither of them were. But that's what I thought. I thought he'd just be a headstrong guy, maybe a $15 million guy. Obviously, he's better than that now, but that's what I was thinking of him as a Laker. I wanted to be clear on that because I know y'all probably already commented. You're not going to delete what you said either. It's crazy.
Conference being bottom 5 in defense and bottom 5 in offense. But then comes the 2021 NBA season for Julius Randle, and that's when everything changed. And I don't think I have to go into too much depth because we all saw it last year. Julius Randle took his game from being a solid starter to an all-NBA caliber player, with averages of 24 points a game along with 10 rebounds and 6 assists, shooting 45 to 46% from the field and an impressive impressive 41% from 3 on nearly 6 attempts a game, while also shooting 81% at the free throw line. Julius Randle was sensational for the New York Knicks.
Listen. For those who don't know, Sage mentioned it, bro. For all this dick sucking with Julius Randle, there was dick sucking the other way around, bro. Oh my God. For those who don't know, when Omar first came on the pod, one of his first episodes, one of the main basketball conversations we had was how good Julius Randle was. And he specifically compared him to one Chris Bosh. Prime Chris Bosh.
Orange Julius,
one might say.
Shout out my boy. Yeah, that was a fun debate.
And don't just look at the numbers, we all saw the tape. Julius Randle was hitting some of the craziest shots that I have ever seen. I mean, we're talking sidestep contested threes that were still going in, post fades in the mid-range that were cash money. He was finishing at the rim with ease, and he was getting to the free throw line consistently and knocking them down at a career high clip of 81%. I mean, I gotta say, this guy was going crazy and in his fucking bag last season. And considering the help around him offensively, it's very impressive that he was able to go out there and do what he did, because the Knicks were not a good offensive team. A lot of their offense was just Julius Randle isolation ball, and for him to do what he did offensively as a scorer, shooter, and playmaker all in one, it was very impressive. The Knicks would not only go on to finish as the 4th seed in the Eastern Conference, but Julius Randle, for his efforts, was not only an all-star but an all-NBA performer. But unfortunately, as far as the positives for that season goes, that's where it ends, because in the playoffs he was exposed for being the fraud that he would soon become. Because in his first round series against the Atlanta Hawks, Julius Randle got a taste of what it feels like to be treated like a star by opposing defenses. Because against the Atlanta Hawks, Julius Randle was thrown with double teams, traps, and a good defensive big in Clint Capella in the paint waiting for him. They also forced him to use his right hand a lot more often, and guess what? He couldn't do a single damn thing good in that series. And I mean not a single damn thing good. Not playmaking, not scoring, not shooting, not defense, nothing. I mean, we're talking averages of 18 points a game, 12 rebounds, 4 assists, looks good so far, but nearly 5 turnovers a game, and shooting below 30% from the field. Yes, you heard me, below 30% from the field and 33% from 3. Just to show how bad that efficiency is, the average efficiency in true shooting is 55%. Julius Randle shot 42% true shooting in that series. And we all know defensively, he isn't giving you that much. He's 6'8" at the power forward position, and he sucks on that end. So that means in that series...
Oh shit.
Yo, I'm sorry. We busted. Shout out to you. I'm dead hearing you. Trust. Ever since we said let's count this shit, it's been a brick or left. It's been a brick or left. And sometimes it's both. Holy shit.
The times he's gone right, he's literally been one dribble. Oh, I can't go any further.
Oh, man. Turnover.
Oh, fuck. They stopped me.
He's on us. He's on us. Like, yo, come on, man.
Being a negative on both sides of the ball. But hey, it's just one playoff series, and hopefully he can bounce back, because that's what the Knicks thought. They believed in him after that trash-ass series. Because in the offseason, Julius Randle got a 4-year, $117 million extension. Yes, you heard me correctly. 4 years, $117 million. To break that down, that is nearly $30 million a year over the next 4 years after this season. So his contract has not started yet. And by the way, that kind of money is not good starter money. That is all-star, all-NBA caliber money. You don't just throw $30 million at somebody each season just to be an okay starter. You give someone that kind of money because you think they can be a pillar of your franchise, especially if they're coming off of an all-NBA caliber season where they led you to the 4th seed in your first playoff appearance in years. But unfortunately, Julius Randle is already an overpaid player before his contract even kicked in, because he's shitting the bed this year. I mean, I have seen some bad performances and declines, but this takes the cake as far as sharp declines in the NBA following a great season. As this year, he's averaging 19 points a game, 10 rebounds, and 5 assists. Fair enough.
That's this 41%?
I've never looked at his numbers. I knew he was, wow. Casual here, by the way, totally. I knew he was underperforming. I've never taken the time out to look at Randall's numbers. The fuck?
That's crazy.
That's very bad.
Now here come the stat nerds. He's still averaging 19, 10, and 5 saves. Oh my god.
When you look at his Raptor. All right, man.
Even though the points are down, it's decent all-around numbers in the box score. But when it comes to his efficiency, I'm looking at dog shit numbers here. 41% shooting from the field, that's trash. 31% shooting from 3, that's also trash. And 76% shooting at the free throw line, which is nearly 6% less than his last year's average. And speaking of last year, his true shooting percentage of 57% last year dropped this season to 50%. So that is a bad offensive season, not just for Julius Randle standards, but this is just not a good year in general. And as I said earlier, his defense is dog shit. And because of that, he's literally making the Knicks worse when he is on the court. And I kid you not, the Knicks are actually a significantly better team with him off the court versus when he's on the court. As for when he's on the court, they have a 108.2 offensive rating, and for when he's off, it spikes up to a 114.2. And on the defensive end, when he's on the court, they have a 111.9 defensive rating, and for when he's off, it drops to a 106.2. So it's
I didn't even know what stats were just on the fucking screen. I was looking at that animation.
I ain't reading out one number. Okay, honey mustard. Let me see. Next time, get a little bottle. Make it a little mustard bottle.
As far as his play, we can already determine that his last season in New York, the 2021 NBA year, yeah, that was a fluke. He got off to a nice little hot start because there was no fans and he got himself into a rhythm. But once the spotlight was on him and teams actually game planned for him as the top guy, he got exposed. And you know what's even crazier to me about Julius Randle? The leadership that he has shown this year has been honestly disgusting. This guy was mad about the fact that he got booed by New York Knicks fans for playing like trash, and rightfully so. I'd boo his sorry ass too. But then
Yo, I ain't gonna lie, Sage, I have not watched the Mustard video in a minute. He is going in, bro. This is not what I remember Mustard videos to be. This is mad funny.
This is what people want my channel to be like. I've chilled it back. Damn, I mean.
He's showing that Twitter space Mustard. Crazy.
I'm scared of spaces. Whoa. Yeah, for those, I'm saying on platforms. I'm all, nope. Keep me out of spaces, bro. Not talking about just 1, 2, 3 human beings. Talking about all of them. God damn. Y'all motherfuckers cry a lot.
Then he proceeded to throw a thumbs down at the Knicks crowd because they were booing him.
He threw a thumbs down,
you played like trash and they're going to boo you for it. And sure, you could say that's unfair considering what you've done for them in the past, but you've had a pretty bad year and you're not living up to the standards that you set for yourself last season. And when you went to New York, you know what you're signing up for. This is one of the most harsh fan bases and media outlets in all of sports. It's New York City, the mecca of basketball. Madison Square Garden. If you can't handle the pressure of being in a big market like New York, then that's not the place for you. But his latest action honestly is the worst one of them all.
I don't mean to pause him crazy, but yeah, I ain't gonna lie. That was a Stephen A one right there, my man.
This is New York. This is the mecca of basketball. You know what you signed up for.
Yeah, like it's okay. It's not okay.
We got J. Jonah Jameson over here, man. Come on.
Made your first shot at the end of the game when it was already over. You can visibly see Evan Fournier trying to dap up Julius Randle. You know, he's obviously trying to console him after a rough game as a teammate, a brother. But instead, Julius Randle decides to brush him off and doesn't even shake any of the hands of the opposing players after the game. Not only are we talking about bad leadership, but that's just bad sportsmanship from Julius Randle right there. And I wouldn't have even mentioned that if that was like his first or second time doing that, but he does that very often. It's not your teammates' fault that you go out there and you shoot 1 of 9 or 2 of 12 for like 5 straight games and then you have a random 30-point performance against the Magic. And instead of him taking accountability for his bad performances and obviously him actually just looking like a fluke out there, he instead uses that time pouting and complaining about him not getting foul calls. And it's crazy because this is similar to Carmelo Anthony here. And he's not even as good as Carmelo. But when he has a nice game and they lose,
Sage, I had to shoot it. They stopped me. They stopped me.
Look, he fell for it. I did the jab to the left. He went right with me. Oh, shit. Fuck.
What was I supposed to do?
I let it fly. Bro, he gotta grow this right hand, bro. He has to. He literally will drive right and then
he just awkwardly finished with his left.
I know the layup you talking about, bro. He was under the basket. He said, nah, I gotta, whoa. Finish with your right. Just finish with your right, bro. Trust. It's okay.
He's out there dapping guys up, pulling them up like Chauncey Billups said about Melo that one interview. But when he has a bad game and sometimes they win, he's visibly upset. And I understand it, you had a bad game, but you won the game, dude. At the end of the day, that's what it's about. You shouldn't be happy in defeat just because you had a good game. That's selfish as fuck and bad leadership. So for when I say Julius Randle tricked us as an NBA community, he didn't just trick us about how good he is, but he tricked us into thinking that he could actually be a franchise centerpiece and a good leader for an organization. Because
You ain't trick me then. I ain't think all that.
Yo, speak for yourself. Like,
Whoa. Whoa, now. Look, casual here. Shit, I casually didn't see that. I ain't say that shit either. Hell nah. I was like, yo, he good. He's good. But like, obviously the Omar shit was a bit, but all troll aside, there was motherfuckers dead saying he was amazing. You think that shit came from just him? Y'all motherfuckers were saying that too. Y'all little space warriors, y'all done evolved to E Streets now. But back when y'all was just saying hot takes, man, y'all was saying that like a motherfucker. And me, I'm like, this is the first time doing it. You know, like, he had a good season. I thought he'd be like a one-time, two-time All-Star at this point. He's on track for that.
I saw Jermaine O'Neal. Ain't gonna lie, no diss, but like, you know, that type of guy. Like,
It's not that far off.
that's what I'm saying. Like, he cool, but franchise cornerstone, take me all the way type shit.
The whole thing about the Knicks and Randall popping off was it was just nice that they were going in the right direction. But I never thought the Knicks have arrived. I never thought that.
For their standards, but
No, fair enough.
seen how he treats his own fan base. I've seen how he treats his own teammates. And I see that this guy is nothing but a fraud and trickster. But hey, that is just my opinion. I'm sure a lot of you guys may disagree, especially some of you Knicks fans, but I'm sure some of you Knicks fans agree with me. And I know I bashed the Knicks a lot, but I actually feel bad for them because he duped this franchise and their fan base into giving him $117 million, bruh. So you guys let me know your opinions down below in the comment section.
all right. Well, I don't think he duped them. I mean, he had a most improved player of the year. He had one bad series. I mean, if I'm a franchise, I can't look too much into a one series sample size. He's still pretty young, relatively speaking. I think he earned it.
Yeah, especially on his first playoff run. He got exposed for not being able to go left. Sounds like we know what to work on in the offseason.
Will he do it? Next episode. I don't know.
I think he earned the contract, especially given there was no way you could tell he would do what he did now. This very in hindsight. But shit, he might do what he did last year again. It's not out of the question. Do I think he's as good as those numbers may say when he does do it again? No. But might do it one more time.
Listen, Knicks fans, I'm sorry that y'all didn't get Kyrie, Zion, and KD, and even the guy you got apparently sucks too. Yeah, that's tough. Like, oh my God, we found a diamond in the rough, Sage. Let's go. Ends up being fucking garbage.
Yeah, it's fake. It's a fake diamond.
Yo, you see those diamond tester videos? Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Woo!
Yo, test that shit again, bro. Test that shit again.
Test this one. Test this one.
Yeah. Wrong year. Right here.
Whoa. What about this one?
Oh, shit. Listen, if you want to see Stephen A. take a crack at Julius Randle, go ahead. Check this video out right here. But we'll catch you on the next one, man. Peace out.
Peace.